Reflections on Lesson 13. A meaningless world engenders fear. In these first few lessons, I'm learning that the world itself is meaningless and that I have written on it what I would have it be. I'm learning to let go of the meaning I've given to everything in order to create space for something new. And this lesson brings up something entirely new, the idea that I think I'm in competition with God. I never thought of that before I started this course. I do see that who I think I am has been wrapped up in the meaning I've given to everything, like religion and money and politics and marriage. So who am I when all that falls away, when I let the world be meaningless? I'm not used to doing that. And this, that brings me to the part in the lesson where it says that the recognition of meaninglessness arouses intense anxiety in all the separated ones. I get that. I feel that anxiety. I am one of the separated ones. My ego mind has separated itself from the mind of God. And it doesn't like this business of letting go because I'm letting go of it. Maybe that's where this whole competition thing comes in. It's the ego who rushes to judgment, who thinks it knows the answer and desperately wants to be heard. It's the kid in the front row waving his hand, shouting, I know, pick me. I know what she meant when she said that. I know who's in the wrong here. I know who's guilty here. I know how to fix this situation. It's so damn sure it knows. When I read about the ego being in competition with God, I picture that little devil on my left shoulder and an angel on my right, and that's where the competition is. That little devil never shuts up, because in the silence, in the void, in the space of meaninglessness, I can hear the voice of God instead. So the ego is always anxious. It always speaks first and loudly. But here's the thing, if I don't listen to it, it's toast. It will cease to exist, and it knows it. Of course it's afraid. It's afraid of God. The deeper I go into God, into love, the closer I get to the end of the ego. The more I see only love or call for love, the more that little devil on my shoulder will fade away. The lesson says that it's essential that I learn to recognize the meaningless and learn to accept it without fear. If I'm going to accept anything without fear, it's essential that I stop listening to the ego, because it is the voice of fear. And it's been running the show all these years. I know I am making progress with these lessons. At least I'm more aware of the fact that there is a competition for meaning that goes on in my mind. And now that I see it, I can sing about it. A meaningless world engenders fear because I think I'm in competition with God. A meaningless world engenders fear because I think I'm in competition with God. A meaningless world engenders fear because I think I'm in competition with God. Oh,